One of the best ways to supercharge your debt payoff strategy is with a new job and a larger paycheck. This is how you turn that dream into a reality. Hello and welcome to Practical Personal Finance, where you get the information you need to understand and succeed with money. I'm Andrew Shear, and if you're struggling to gain some traction as you work toward paying off your debt, a new job could be the answer to all of your problems. Today, I'm going to help you understand how to identify new opportunities, position yourself as valuable in the marketplace, and make sure the company you end up working for is a perfect fit. If your income could use a boost, then give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. You're about to learn something new about money. 3 years ago, my wife Michelle and I had a conversation about work. We had just begun our debt-free journey and were willing to do whatever we could to shake things up and earn a few extra bucks. At the time, we were both employed by my video production company, but truth be told, this wasn't Michelle's first career choice. Her desire to get into a job where she could utilize her degree, combined with our need for additional income, gave Michelle the push she needed to get out of her comfort zone and seek a new career. And that set in motion a series of events that would result in my company going from 4 employees to just 1, and the two of us relocating to a new city more than 1,000 miles away so that she could begin a new career and double her salary. If that sounds like a lot, it was, especially when you consider that it all happened in the span of just 12 months. Making these drastic changes was a major key to success in our debt-free journey. And if you're not happy with what you're earning at your current job, making a similar change could end up playing a big role in your debt-free journey as well. Step 1 is determining whether or not you should pursue a change. And there are 3 questions I think you need to ask yourself to get clear on this. Here they are. 5 years from now, do I still want to be in the same field I am now? If so, how would I like to progress in that time frame? If not, what field do I want to be in? If those questions seem tough, it's because they are. Most people don't spend a ton of time thinking that far into the future. You need to zero in on what your talents are and what you're passionate about. And you need to think about things like where you'd like to live, how much you'd like to make, and what you'd like your work schedule to be. Finding answers can be difficult, especially if you're considering a whole new career field. So I asked executive career coach and LinkedIn expert Professor Nez for how he would approach a new career.
Really network with people. Say, hey, and be honest. Just be transparent. Say, hey, look, I'm thinking about changing new careers. A lot of people think they have to project this image of fake it till you make it. Guys, gals, listening, I beg you, obliterate this from your consciousness and from your mindset. You don't have to fake nothing. People value authenticity more than anything. You just got to be real. You don't have to do any of those things. So be honest, be transparent. When you're networking with people, when you're reaching out to people, just say, hey, this is what I have been doing. There's something really appealing about this change and this new kind of field and position that's really drawn my interest. What do you think are some best tips and practices that I can, adopt that'll further my chances? You'll be so surprised how many people are willing to help you if you just be transparent and honest.
If you're jumping into a whole new career field, you might need a new certification or degree. Gaining that knowledge is an essential part of the process. You might need to spend a year or 2 taking classes in your spare time. In our case, Michelle already had the degree she needed. She just hadn't been using it. I know that this is the case with tons of young people who have a college degree but haven't been able to utilize it in a meaningful way. If this is you, you're already one step ahead of the competition. Once you've done some networking and you've identified the right career, you just need to start filling out those applications.
People hire your energy. If you're excited, passionate, invigorated, stimulated, and you believe in yourself, that is infectious. And so you can do whatever you want. You can go into any different career niche, any different field that you want. If you truly communicate that you're willing to learn, you're willing to bust your butt, you're willing to work hard, take all and utilize all your skills and assets that you've accrued in your lifetime and put them to good use, and you're a team player.
A key factor in Michelle's application process was her enthusiasm for her new field. She had just attended a major industry conference, even though she was unemployed, and brought along business cards with her name and contact information. What ultimately helped her secure an interview was a professional relationship from years earlier. So make sure your connections on LinkedIn know that you're searching for a new position. It could end up making a huge difference. If you're fortunate enough to land an interview with a potential employer, it's important to remember that it's not just an opportunity for that employer to get to know you. It's also an opportunity for you to get to know that employer. And the reason this is so important is because you don't want your enthusiasm for the work you do to be negatively affected by the place you work or the people you work with. There's nothing worse than coming all this way just to be stuck with the right job in the wrong place.
At the end of the interview, they always say, thank you so much for coming in. It's been a pleasure talking to you. I think we have everything we need and we'll let you know our decision. Do you have any questions for us, right? They always ask that. Number one thing you don't want to do is say, nope, I'm good, see you later. You don't want to say that. Here's a question that I think is really powerful that you should ask. If we could fast forward 3 months from now, looking back, what would give you the impression that you hired the right person? That's a really good one, gang, because what that does is it puts the onus on them. You're telling them, what do you want from me? What do you need for this position? What is going to make you feel that you made the right choice? And it's going to make them think.
The right questions at the end of your interview will not only give you critical information about your potential employer, but it will make the hiring manager think more highly of you as well. It says you're not desperate or in a rush. It says you're interested in finding a position that's a perfect fit for you. Use this part of the interview to your advantage. Ask those thoughtful, insightful questions as a way to stand out from other candidates. It's important to keep in mind that you can't just jump into a new job or change careers overnight. It's going to take time to get the certification or degree you need in order to qualify. It's going to take time to network and meet the right people. And it's going to take time to perfect your resume and apply to way more jobs than you ever expected to.
Don't worry about hearing no. Don't worry about not hearing back. Don't take it personally. It's not a reflection of who you are, and just keep going. Winston Churchill had a very, very famous line where he said, if you find yourself going through hell, just keep going. And I think that is the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. It's not talent, y'all. It's not talent. It's perseverance. Let me repeat that. The most talented people are not the most successful. The most successful people are the ones who persevere.
I want to thank my friend Professor Nez for taking the time to answer my questions about careers. If you're thinking about making a change, I highly recommend listening to our entire conversation on the Practical Personal Finance podcast. It's available right now on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Look for episode number 14. And if you'd like to learn more from Professor Nez, you're in luck. He's got an amazing YouTube channel filled with useful, inspiring content. I've included a link down below. Have you ever made a career change? What was your experience like? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, you might find my debt-free story inspiring. Click right here to watch. And if you're not already a PPF subscriber, click right here to join the fun. As always, thanks for watching. I'm Andrew Scheer, and I'll see you next time.